How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about Hbar. So let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with Hbar's price right now, and of course what we could be expecting as we are going into Friday morning. Today specifically, we are seeing quite a big red day for the broader market. And at this point, guys, it's pretty much simple as if you follow my channel on a regular day-to-day basis, we were talking about a potential retest of this occurring, especially if Bitcoin were to not hold around the $106,000. And that's exactly what ended up happening. So I am not surprised at the fact that the broader market is down right now. But we are coming up to the end of the month. Very critical. You want to see Bitcoin price closing the monthly candle as high as possible, because of course that sets us up for a great month potentially coming up in June. But looking across the board, we are seeing pretty much across the market everything seems to be down except a few handful coins that are up right now. Hbar down 5.5% in USD. Also down 3.1% in Bitcoin compared with the price at 17.6 cents. Also valuation $7.5 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about $181 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we saw the dominance going down to 63.49%. We spoke about that. Since then, you guys can see this nice wick up to 64.19%. So exactly what we've been discussing over the course of the last few days, dominance is showing strength, and it has done exactly what I told you guys over the last few updates. If Bitcoin drops below 106, do expect dominance to show strength, and that's exactly what you're looking at happening. If you're looking at BTC here, Bitcoin dropped below the $106,000 price point, which I've spoken to you guys before, and now we're being supported by this 105 range. Again, if this does not hold, down we go to 100K. I still do believe that is a very strong likelihood, because that is a significant level of support because of the fact that it is a psychological price point. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a retest happening. But of course, we would have loved to see the price of Bitcoin, closing above $109,000 for the monthly candle, especially at 110. I think that would have been a beautiful thing, and I still think that could be possible, because that itself is only a move of 4.5%. And if you've been in this market for quite some time, a market can turn around in a few hours. So I'm not writing anything off at this point. We still have a lot of time left till the daily candle closes. But if we're analyzing it on a daily perspective, you did see Hbar's price going down to 17 cents. We do have support built up around there. But, pretty much you can see, we have support right at the neckline, and that's exactly where we retested. But you still, as of now, we have not invalidated this upwards trajectory that we are in, but we're very, very, very close to doing that. And if you've been following the channel on a regular day-to-day basis, we've been speaking about obviously us not falling down below this higher low that we set for ourselves back on May 7th. And of course, we came very close to it. As of now, it hasn't been invalidated, because we need to drop, I would say, another 4% for this upward trend to be invalidated. So that wouldn't be the best thing, because of course that kind of opens the door for us to retest the 15.59 cents. That kind of gets rid of this upward trajectory, just completely gets invalidated. So that's something that we need to keep in mind right now, and I'm obviously looking at it from a daily perspective. So far still within the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Long ways to go. Of course, the major resistance is at the 27 cents, which we haven't been able to retest pretty much since March of this year. But we'll see what happens. Right now, we cannot ignore what has been happening for the crypto markets. As far as the broader market is concerned, we need to be paying very close attention to Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does not hold around here, I personally do believe we could see $102,000, potentially even 100,000 Bitcoin in the next, near future. So we'll keep you guys covered. Let me know down below what you guys think. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe, and we'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.